This is a CBS News Detroit update.
Good morning, I'm Chris Ledeen. Here's a look at some of the day's top stories. A Detroit woman is expected to face charges after she was shot by police. Officers say they opened fire on her because she was shooting at someone repossessing her car. The wild and dangerous scene unfolding yesterday on Nottingham Street on the city's east side.
Kids is running, they's crying, they seen the grown-ups running and hitting the floor, so they didn't know what was going on.
Never resort to violence over property, only in the defense of others.
The woman is in the hospital but is expected to make a full recovery. No one else was injured in the shooting. A legal showdown is developing over who has control of the National Guard in California. Late Thursday night, a federal judge ruled against President Trump, calling his deployment of the state's National Guard to Los Angeles illegal. This morning, the Justice Department says it is appealing that decision. President Trump says he activated the Guard to restore order after the protest against raids by ICE agents. President Trump is responding to Israel's attack Thursday night on Iran. The White House says the U.S. military was not involved in the attack and did not provide any type of support. However, the Trump administration is expected to have more to say later today. Israeli defense forces say they targeted Iran's nuclear facilities and that the strike was an act of self-defense. The head of Iran's armed forces was reportedly killed in the attack. And this is a video of the sole survivor walking away from yesterday's plane crash in India. More than 240 people on board were killed. Nearly a dozen on the ground also died. This morning, the search for several people who are missing continues. We'll update any new developments on air and online. And a Grand Rapids man with the same last name as the vice president is charged with threatening to kill Vice President J.D. Vance and President Trump. Police say James Donald Vance Jr. made the threat on social media. Right now, let's bring in Troy for our next weather forecast this Friday. Going in the weekend. Good morning, Troy.
Good morning, Chris. We're not going to have a bad weekend at all. Some rain chances rolling in. Later in the afternoon today, we'll see a 20% chance for a couple of showers. Warming to a high of 74. We'll see mostly cloudy skies, but a few peaks in those clouds of sunshine. You'll see that with next weather futurecast as we take you through the day. The white, of course, indicating cloud cover, a good bit of clouds. The green indicating 1 or 2 showers. Again, a low coverage at only 20% through the afternoon today. Then tomorrow morning, we'll track more rain trying to push in, so we increase rain chances to start as we go into 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, looking a little wet, especially with Detroit and south. But then through the afternoon on Saturday, we are clearing out. We'll see a good mix of sun and clouds. So most of Saturday, a good day to enjoy. The same scenario for Sunday, but warming up Sunday for Father's Day. You'll see those highs for today looking into the 70s for all of us. 70 at Lapeer, going to 74 in Detroit, 70 in Adrian, and 71 for Monroe. The next 7 days will show a warm up, going to 74 tomorrow with a few of those morning showers clearing out through the afternoon. And then Father's Day on Sunday, a high of 80, and again dry. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds both Sunday and Monday. Monday's dry and warming into the mid-80s. Mid-80s for most all of next week, at times feeling more like the mid-90s. So that feels like temperature, a real issue heading into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. But we will have rain chances at 40%. So some hot weather on the way, Chris, but this weekend looking pretty good. Back to you.
All right, thanks for that, Troy. That's a look at your headlines. We'll be back later covering stories that matter to you on air and streaming on the CBS News app and Pluto TV.